Welcome to Gastro Vision. If you're learning endoscopic ultrasound, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It can be disorienting and, let's be honest, pretty frustrating. It is an incredibly powerful tool, but getting good at it is a whole different ballgame. So today, we're going to fix that. We're breaking down 10 golden rules that will absolutely transform your practice. Now, the core challenge is right here on the screen. EUS forces you to have two brains working at once. One part of your brain is the endoscopist, the pilot, navigating the GI tract. The other has to be the radiologist, interpreting these complex cross-sectional images. And that's exactly why, even if you're a seasoned pro at endoscopy, EUS can make you feel like you're starting all over again.
All right, let's get into it. Part 1 is all about the most common problem, getting completely and utterly lost. Think of these first few rules as your GPS when the image on your screen makes zero sense.
Okay, picture this. You've advanced the scope into the duodenum, you're hunting for the pancreas, and poof, the image is gone. All you see is gray static. You're thinking, what on earth am I even looking at? Don't worry, it happens to every single one of us.
So what do? Here's golden rule number 1, and it might be the most important. If you're blind, pull back. Now, your first instinct is to push in further, to try and find something. Fight that urge. You're not retreating, you're regrouping. Just slowly, gently pull the scope back until a familiar landmark, like the good old portal vein, pops back into view. When you're lost, you just go back to the last place you knew where you were. Simple as that.
Next up, rule number 2. Clockwise is your friend. Always. This little maneuver is an absolute game changer, especially when you're in that tricky spot in the duodenum. Just a little bit of clockwise torque is all it takes to maintain your position, keep the papilla in view, and, crucially, stop the scope from slipping back into the stomach, which is just super annoying, right? It's a tiny move that gives you a ton of stability. Golden rule number 3 requires you to completely rewire your brain. As endoscopists, we're trained to pump in air to see things. In EUS, that instinct is your worst enemy. You have to forget the endoscopic view and start thinking entirely in terms of the ultrasound image. And this image says it all, doesn't it? The structures you see on ultrasound, like the aorta here, the celiac axis, the splenic vein, these are your true north. They are consistent, they are reliable, they will never lie to you. This aortic arch is your guide, not what you happen to see through the scope's camera lens. This brings us to golden rule number 4. If you get lost in the stomach, just head for the back. Think of the posterior wall as your home base. It's your reset button. From that one position, all of those major vascular landmarks we just talked about will come right back into view, allowing you to get your bearings back in no time.
Okay, let's move on to part 2. So now you know where you are, awesome. The next challenge is getting that beautiful, crystal clear image. These next rules are all about technique.
And this brings us to golden rule number 5. We've touched on it, but it deserves its own rule because it's that important. Error is the absolute enemy of EUS. It's just basic physics. Ultrasound waves hit air, and they just stop. They scatter everywhere. All you get is a garbage image full of artifacts. Error will kill your view every single time. And that leads us directly to golden rule number 6. This should be your mantra. EUS equals suction plus water. That's the formula for success. You should constantly be suctioning to get that air out and bring the transducer right into contact with the wall. That, plus a little water, is the magic combination for good acoustic transmission.
And that brings us right to golden rule number 7. Use water. Get comfortable with it. In a big cavernous space like the gastric body, instilling water is a complete game changer. It pushes all that pesky air out of the way and creates a perfect medium for the ultrasound waves to travel through. Your image will go from fuzzy to high definition, just like that.
Golden rule number 8 tackles the biggest beginner mistake I see, moving the scope way too much and way too fast. EUS is not regular endoscopy. You can't make these large, sweeping movements or you'll fly right past all the critical landmarks. You have to think in micro movements, advancing just millimeters at a time. Slow, deliberate, and steady wins this race.
Now let's move beyond the physical technique. This last part is about the clinical wisdom and judgment that really separates the novice from the true expert.
Golden rule number 9 might sound a little strange, but trust me, it's an incredibly powerful technique. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. Just hold the scope perfectly still. The patient's own body will help you out. Natural movements from their breathing and their heartbeat will move structures across your screen. That subtle motion can be gold, helping you tell a vessel from a duct. So yeah, sometimes just stop and observe.
And finally, golden rule number 10. This is all about clinical judgment. A great endosonographer knows not just how to perform the test, but when.
You have to always ask yourself, is EUS truly the best tool to answer this specific clinical question?
For example, while EUS is an amazing tool, it's not the best choice for everything. For a simple biliary obstruction, an MRCP is often a better first step. If you're screening for liver mets or looking at diffuse pancreatic calcifications, a CT or MRI is going to give you a much better global view. Knowing the limits of your tool is the hallmark of a real expert.
And never forget that EUS interpretation is highly dependent on experience. What one person sees as an ambiguous blob, a senior colleague might instantly recognize. That's why you have to discuss your difficult cases, review your images with others. That collaborative approach is exactly how you build true pattern recognition.
So, let's tie it all together. We've gone through 10 rules, but they can really be distilled down to a core philosophy built on just 3 simple fundamental principles.
First, orientation. Always know your anatomical landmarks, especially the vessels. Second, minimal movement. EUS is all about precision and control, not aggressive movements. And third, eliminate air. You just have to remember, ultrasound absolutely needs a fluid medium to work. Get rid of the air.
If you can master these 3 core ideas, I promise you, you will master endoscopic ultrasound. For more expert explainers to help advance your practice, make sure you subscribe to Gastro Vision.